Hey everybody, welcome to my garden. How about an overview of the garden? This is everywhere from blueberries over on the far side to my blackberry row to the craziness that I'm doing this year of my peppers. Yes, I have them in pots because I have no room. And all of the new growth that we've got going on in the beds. And most importantly, I've got 4 new beds over on the back edge there. And you can see in the back my hoop houses from winter. We just put them off to the side and that is where they stay for right now. But overall, it's growing pretty well. Let's go take a in-depth walk, shall we? All right, first stop is on Pepper Alley. There are 80 pepper plants in pots. Yes, 80. They're scattered throughout. They're not all in the same spot. That would just be crazy. I've got some serranos growing here. And oh, what's that one? Oh, that one's habanero. And this one's puma. I love the foliage of the puma. It's nice and dark purple tones. And oh, look at all of that one. Wow. So, gosh, I didn't even realize that. What is this one? Oh, that's my orange bell pepper. This one is actually one from last year. This is an overwintered one. I've got a few of those hiding throughout. And, well, look at that. I've got little red ones in there. What is this one? This one is, oh, this one's a shishito. How funny. Oh, it's huge. It's a overwintered one from last year. This one, ooh, he's looking amazing. Look at all those peppers. I need to get in here and look more often. This is a jalapeno. And yeah, judging from the thickness of his stem there, he is overwintered from last year. And these darn things, these are maple spinners. Hate them, hate them. I'm growing a bumper crop of them this year and they are just everywhere. Oh, this is a lemon drop. He's overwintered. He's lagging. Falling a little bit behind, but this is a buena mulata. All these beautiful purple pods, they will over time ripen. Let's see, I've got some that are changing here. Ooh, here we are. You can see he's changing to an orange color and then he'll go red. And I think there's a cream phase in there too. This is a Sugar Rush. That was a fantastic pepper from last year, also overwintered, so I'm really excited that he's coming back this year as well. But yeah, 80 pepper plants in pots, and I didn't even mention then the 80 other peppers that I've got in garden beds. I've got bells tucked away. I've got all sorts of peppers everywhere. Nothing hotter than probably a habanero though. So let's go see the next part. All right, this is my winter and spring bed. It is looking amazing. I've got about 6 different varieties of broccoli in here. I have that's Kylon, and it's going to bloom. It's just about done. I'll have to yank it, and I think I'll probably fill it in with some peppers. Imagine that. This is Yod Fa. This one's pretty fun. You just cut the things, and they just keep right on growing. See, there's another one right down there. And pretty darn tasty broccoli. I love Swiss chard. It's so pretty. Oh, look. Maple spinners. See, they're everywhere. And, oh, peppers I didn't count. Yeah, there's a lot of peppers. So, and then we've got, oh, the husband's squirt can. Huh. Some beautiful Italian cabbages. These are gorgeous. How pretty they are. And I probably shouldn't say it, but they're not getting a lot of damage from slugs or snails. I may just have to grow that from now on. So we've got a lot of garlic growing right in here. I didn't do a lot of that this year. Collards, and of course the dill is going crazy. And let's see, we've got collards are in here, and then we've got cauliflower on the other side over here. There it is. There are little baby cauliflowers that are starting in here. Pretty exciting. Is there one down there? Well, maybe down there. We've got rows of leeks started. I might have planted those too close together. I don't know, it's my first time growing leeks. I've got some sun golds. They will no doubt go, whoops. They will no doubt go up my trellis that I've got up here. And then this is one of my birdhouse gourds from last year, if you saw any of my videos. And look, oh, we have a nest in there. I didn't realize that. That's awesome. I wonder if we have any inhabitants, but I don't want to bother them if we do. So we'll just not worry about that. And peas on the other side here, my little trellis area. And oh my gosh, what is this big black like crazy thing? This is my solution. I don't know if you're like me, but my gosh, I hate the white cabbage moth, and they're everywhere. So I decided to put shade cloth underneath it and weight it down with bricks, and everything is doing pretty darn good. It's like a jungle in there. I've got kale, I've got more broccoli in there, loads of kale, which is what the cabbage moth usually loves. And it's been working really well, although it looks really weird. And I will say sometimes I'll come over here and kind of peek in a little bit, and I'll see a white fluttering thing in here. And I've got to wonder how in the world they get in here and get underneath, but somehow they manage it. But I still haven't had too big of a infestation, although of course there's the Napa cabbage. I am not going to have the amazing result I had last year. The slugs just killed me this year. It was terrible. I've got huge mustard leaves over there. That was a lot of fun. And I've got blooming sage in here. Loads of kale still. So it's been fun. I've got Brussels sprouts in here as well. Ta-da! I have Brussels sprouts, and I think I've got little itty-bitty baby Brussels sprouts growing. I'm so excited. I've never grown Brussels sprouts before, so checking that one off my list. I'm thrilled to pieces. Okay, and on the other side, look at this. We've got broccoli. I am so, oh, and look, I've got broccoli right there too. This one needs to get picked. He's getting ready to bolt. But this one, look how pretty that is. Ah, I'm so excited. This is the Pac-Man variety. P-A-C-K-M-A-N. I found this variety at my nursery. I'd never found the seeds before, and I snagged that because I'd seen somebody else with such amazing success with it. So this is my garden mascot. She hangs out, joins me, grabs worms, bugs, whatever, and she's got a nest of babies super close to where we are here, and she just hangs out. Love it. She finally had babies. She's got 4 of them in her nest, I think. These peppers are so cute. They are curved like a bullhorn, which is where it gets its name. Carbaci. Pretty sure it's Carbaci. Oh, look, and a marigold nibbled to the ground. Thanks, slugs. Loads, again, of oregano. It's everywhere. Dill. My gosh, once you grow dill, you will never be without dill again, which is great. I don't mind that one bit. We love dill. I dry it. Oh, look, more peppers. And oh, see, now this is called sunburn. Why I still have it on here, it's probably just, I should clip it. But this is what happens when you have hot sunshine and your plant is not leafy enough to give it cover. Okay, so I'm feeding a little bit more with nitrogen heavy fertilizers at the moment. And, you know, just so that we can build up that leaf cover a little bit more, because I hate seeing such gorgeous peppers and then they're ruined. Darn it. That was a purple bell and purple sage. It's so pretty. And more peppers. We've got onions and chamomile, different kinds of broccoli. This is broccoli rabe, and, well, one of them is broccoli rabe. I don't remember what's what anymore. Such is my life. Dester tomatoes. We're finally getting to tomatoes. And I think these are arbols. Don't you just love my handy dandy? Oh, these are Fresnos. That's my naming system now. I tuck the pots underneath. They don't fade that way. Over on the other side, these are Mexico midget cherry tomatoes. Super excited about those. They're supposed to be very, very good. 2 new firsts for me. Celery. Ugh, I hate celery, but everybody else loves it, so I grow it. And parsley. Yum. I do enjoy parsley, and apparently I'm decent at growing it, so I'll have to continue that. And my kiwi berries. Oh, I'm so happy with them. This was the one thing I was really concerned about losing, potentially losing, in the Arctic blast. This is year 3, maybe 4. I'm not supposed to get fruit till year 5, so I'm getting there. We're getting close. And it got severely knocked back from the cold, and apparently that stimulated the growth really well. So I guess I need to prune it back and actually put some effort into cutting it back. Potatoes, big gorgeous potatoes. The fruit trees, so much for dwarf, right? They're huge. And then the 4 new beds. So this one, and that one way back there. But first, this is the sweet potatoes. Last year I got about 60 pounds of sweet potatoes out of this bed. Because it's black, heated it up quite nicely, I think. A few more tomatoes. And we made a trip to Minnesota, and I weeded my uncle's garden bed so I could plant the tomatoes I brought for him. And I weeded out all of these gorgeous strawberries. Yet another thing I've never grown before. So that'll hopefully, they're looking pretty good. I think I'll end up with some strawberries. Yay. So the new beds are mainly where I've got tomatoes. I didn't go quite as tomato crazy this year because I've got all the peppers. But these lovely little guys here, these are dwarfs. Let's check the handy dandy naming system. This is the dwarf lucky squirrel. I grew him last year, one of my tomato videos about what you can do with tomatoes towards the end of the year, or turning them, what to do with green tomatoes maybe. I think that was the video. You can actually see the fruits off of these. And it's really interesting because they go from, they go from potato leaf style, okay, to more regular style. So I don't know what I'm gonna end up with. So I've got, 3 of each. So I'll get something. They are definitely all dwarfs though, because compared to the others, you know, they're super short and they're getting all crazy. This is a orange bell. Look how small they are. Second year for that. I don't know if that's normal, if it's going to grow out of that, but absolutely covered with peppers. Fantastic. Oh, another first, lemongrass. Super excited for this one. We love cooking Thai food. Vietnamese recipes, Asian stuff. We love it. So we're doing some lemongrass. More tomatoes, more peppers. This is going to be the tomatillo corner. Lots of tomatillos this year. These are all bell peppers. They're sweet little. And, oh, see, look at that one. That is a sugar rush, absolutely covered last year. So this is year 2 for it. Onions, I've got leeks that I overwintered. I think I'm about ready to pull this one. I need to make a recipe though. I have something in mind to do with it. Otherwise it'll sit around and I won't do anything. And I would hate to do that. So lots of tomatoes, lots of peppers. They just doing their thing, sitting around. And basil, peppers, imagine that. Oh, and we have cherries this year. They're getting close. I don't know if they're supposed to be this small though. This is a pie cherry tree, dwarf tree. Ah, there's the thing. Oh, look, and they're everywhere. Thankfully they come up out of the ground very, very easily. Let's see. There we go. Sure crop pie cherry dwarf. So I guess, or maybe I hope that there might be some cherry pie in our future. Apple tree not doing much. It's just collecting rust. Boo. So there's that big crazy garden. And over on the far side over here, this is what we call our nursery bed. This is where we stick things that we don't know what to do with right now. Loads of raspberries. These are the raspberries that we saved from my in-laws' house before they moved. We've got some starting in there. And I managed to find one. Don't tell the husband because I didn't share it. I was really bad. I looked to see where he was. I didn't think he saw me, so I ate it. It was amazing. And another thing I brought back from Minnesota. This is a variegated iris. I think it's purple because I haven't seen any other colors online when I've looked for it, but the foliage is so cool. And look at all of these raspberries and strawberries. We have strawberries in here too. Oh, look. A little weird looking, that's okay. And look, weeds. Oh, they're everywhere. Everywhere. It's a never-ending battle. We had a great spring for irises blooming this year. And I had the most beautiful alliums, and my first year peonies started coming up. And now, of course, I have peppers tucked in there because I needed someplace for them to go. Well, we have another birdhouse. Imagine that. Blackberries are covered in flowers. We should have a very good year for blackberries this year. And lucky me, they're thornless. And echinaceas are blooming great. We've got, look at that, dill. And baby echinaceas too. I'm getting all sorts of little starts and new plants that I won't have to buy at $8 to $10 a pop. Oh, see that white fluttering thing? That is the cabbage moth, and it is evil. Hey husband, salt gun. We have a salt gun. Yes, we do use it because those things ruin harvests faster than you can say, oh my gosh, what was that bug? And blueberries. There we go. I'm going to be swimming in blueberries this year, you guys. Watch out. That might almost be enough for a spoonful. And now we have Mama Robin taking a bath. Good thing Mom gets a chance to take a bath, huh? Calendula. This is one that we started last year, and Jonathan saved it. He pulled it into his shop, gave up some vital room, and it is covered. It is doing so well. I am clipping the blossoms and drying them so we can make calendula oil out of them, and we'll use them. Gosh, I like that one. We'll use it for just a variety of things. Skin lotions, balms, salves, that sort of thing. They're edible too. Did you know that? All right, back corner. This is one of the gooseberries that we saved from the in-laws last year before they moved. Plenty of wicked thorns in there, but no fruit. And yeah, these guys are way too little. The actual plant that we pulled died, but it has sent up plenty of other shoots. Crazy walking onions. And then jackpot. We had that one from last year and that one from last year, and then the aronia berry in the back. My goodness, it has totally taken off. But oh, look at all of those gooseberries. I wonder if they're ready. Maybe in like another week. They're still really, really hard. I bet a lot of pucker power. Oh, although they're turning red. Ooh. Do I want to eat that? It's got a hole in it. I think I'll pass. I'll see if there's a husband that's brave enough. The gooseberries are totally his jam. Not mine, but I do enjoy them. But he loves them. Yeah, look at all those aronias. And please don't ask me what I did with them because I haven't decided. I still have a bag in the freezer from last year that I haven't committed to do anything with. And then the grapevine. Yep, that's a grapevine. Grapes are okay. I'm not a big grape fan, but we find nests in there and the boys enjoy it, so it works. All right, you guys, it's June, and I still have all of these things I want to get planted. I am such a bad plant mommy. Look, I've got more tomatoes. I don't know where to put them. Oh, and these are rhubarbs. I started rhubarbs from seed in probably January, and they're doing so well. I'm so excited. Did a little bit more decorating with some colorful pots this year. Oh, look, I'll bet you can guess what this is and what this is. This is citronella, though. Yeah, peppers. Oh, peppers. This is the Brazilian starfish. I put 2 of them in just to see what happens. This is a puma. I'm so excited for this. Look at this beautiful purple foliage. And I indulged myself this year with a rhododendron. I miss it from when I lived in Seattle. So I'm hoping that this pretty guy, I planted him in a good spot. I miss rhododendron. So, and he bloomed very, very well for me this year. And you know, seems to be looking all right. So yay. And let's see what we've got. We've got some rhubarb. He looks ratty and terrible because I moved him. But look, we have new growth. So thrilled. Some hostas that came from a garden swap. Oh, look at the loads of spinners. That's something for the children to do later. Here's another hosta that got moved. This was about a month ago. I went, and this lovely lady I met through the gardening group, she was kind enough to kind of trim out her hostas. Huge leaves on them, and they've been doing well so far. And it's funny, you guys are going to think that I'm just like totally obsessed with rhubarb. I kind of am. This is another one I brought back from Minnesota. And this is one I bought this year. And this one is one that I got for Mother's Day. Gosh, 3 years ago now. Look, maple spinners. And this is my traveling rhubarb too. It's pretty funny. He started in the back, then he got moved to the front, then he got moved around the corner, and now he's moved here. Variety of reasons. But I'm hoping that that's his final home. I really love rhubarb. I'll go show you the other stuff too. New flower bed up front. I know this is not a great thing to start with, but he was a freebie from that lady's garden who's so kind. And yes, this looks like trash, but these look gorgeous. And that is the part that matters. This one over here is even flowering. And they're just huge leaves. It's a bluish greenish color, which I thought was just gorgeous. Oh, and a new bucket list item I get to cross off. That's the black lace elderberry. I have a variegated elderberry because of course you need 2. And yes, at some point he's going to totally eclipse those other plants, but in the meanwhile I am happy just to hang out and let them be neighbors. And look, my very first poppy. Oh, it's so pretty. And I just knocked a leaf off. Yeah, figures. But we'll let those bad boys go to seed and do some spreading. Some little coreopsis I've planted, and I am not a flower gardener by any means, but giving it a whirl, trying to flesh out the pretty foliage. And of course we've got weeding to do. This is a 7 Suns tree shrub thing. It blooms in, gosh, August, I think. This is all new. It's all got put in, not by us, but in January. So it's looking really, really good. And then look, my rhubarb. These are all started from me in January. They are still looking amazing. And dare I say it, ignored by the bunnies. Spots, I wonder what that means. Go figure. But they're doing amazing, and I'm thrilled to pieces. Yes, we do love rhubarb. But yes, we do love rhubarb. When we went up to Minnesota, my uncle, and he sent me off with this big, huge grocery bag full of rhubarb. I mean, easily 5 pounds, if not more. And I made candied rhubarb. Oh my goodness, if you haven't tried something like that before, give it a whirl. It was fantastic. It's definitely all gone too. But I love rhubarb and I miss it. It's been such a challenge to grow. But enough about rhubarb. that was the garden. Beginning stages of crazy, and hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.